Here's how HGTV ruined home selling forever. You know, way back when, before Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, all of these streaming platforms came to be, those of us who grew up in the 1990s watched cable television. We watched it live, and often we watched back-to-back episodes of our favorite show because that's how they formatted it, just to get us to binge and stay on the channel. So right about the mid-1990s is when HGTV came on the scene. And at the end of that decade, its most popular and longest running show ever came into popularity, and that is House Hunters. I mean, who hasn't sat there and watched 15 to 20 episodes of House Hunters on a lazy Saturday? I'm not saying I have, but maybe I have. So here's the deal. Why did this affect home selling? Well, before the mid-90s when HGTV came out, never before were people so invested in the home buying and selling process. I mean, it became glamorized. It became popular and sexy to know about what was going on in real estate, to know what was going on in design trends. You know, before that, your average American looked at buying a home as a function, as a financial investment. But once HGTV came on the scene, it became fun. It became a popular, glamorous thing to do, to buy a home, invest in real estate. And here's how that has hurt sellers today. The other piece of it is that before HGTV, the major design trends typically started in luxury real estate, often on the coasts, and made their way towards middle America, towards the average American over a number of years. But at this time, the average American through their TV screen could be directly plugged into the absolute cutting edge design trends, and they all wanted them, and they wanted them now. So here we are, they're almost 30 years later, and this generation of home buyers, my generation and the one below me, have grown up watching House Hunters, Property Brothers, Love It or List It, all of these real estate and home improvement shows. And so they expect when they buy a home that it's going to be like they see on TV. You see, it's getting harder and harder to find home buyers these days who can look at a home for its future potential. And so how has that ruined it for sellers today? Well, sellers, you've got to live within that reality. You see, when I talk to sellers, one of the common things that comes up is they say, you know, I don't want to really make improvements. People are going to make their own improvements anyway. And they're actually looking at that backwards. See, they're looking at it from the lens that they looked at it when they bought the home, perhaps in the 70s, 80s, or early 90s. Today's home buyers don't want to make their own improvements. Again, I'm making broad generalizations. There are some ambitious buyers out there and some buyers who will make their own little tweaks. But for the most part, today's buyer, especially if they're going to pay a high price, we're at the highest real estate values in American history. If they're going to pay a high price for that house and possibly fight out other buyers to get it, they want to know that it's mostly done the way they want it. So sellers, what does this mean for you? It means you've got to make those improvements. Whether you feel like it or not, whether you even like the improvements that perhaps are suggested to get your home sold for the most money, you've got to do it. So trust me when I say, listen to your real estate agent, make the improvements that buyers today are looking for. They don't have to cost a lot of money. And in a future video, we're going to talk about what are the things you can do to give you the best return on investment, the improvements that will make you the most money without spending a lot. Hey, if you have more questions on that specific topic, feel free to reach out. Can't wait to talk to you.